The Brothers Grail acknowledges the Bindal and Wulgarukuba people of North Queensland and the Wurundjeri people of Melbourne, the traditional owners of the land we record on today. We pay our respects to elders past, present, and future. We also recognise that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders have been custodians of the land, rivers and seas for at least 65,000 years, and were the first storytellers. Hello. We're back again. Quindog here. This is the Brothers Grail. I think we're punching out episode number 9, correct, Kebevan? You're giving me the 9 finger bangs. We're here once again with the captain and the preacher. How you going, Captain Preacher?
Very good. Very preachy.
You don't sound it yet. You got to get in the mood yet. We got to find some controversial shit in the Bible before you start ranting. And we've got the great Kebevan here. How you going, Kebevan?
So good. Fantastic.
I've got I think TV show audiences have that pump up dude that pumps everyone up before the show. I think we need to have a bit of a pump up session before the show, before each reading, because it's like you don't like hearing about the Bible.
Love it. I look forward to this all week long, and then I get here and then get to hear myself talk.
I reckon you need, Quinn God, I reckon you need to do a bit of practice on the energy that those youth pastors or whatever do when they're doing the live stage performances and they're getting the people going. You need to get a bit more of that going.
Do you mean those preacher dudes like, I'm feeling it, my brothers, yeah.
Yeah, but,
that type of dude?
But like the youthful ones that are trying to appeal to young people, not like...
You're not a young person?
What?
Would you respond to that?
Yes.
Okay.
I like to think I'm young at heart.
You're a fucking idiot, you are. All right. So at least this time around, our most recent recording was what? Last week before? So it should be a little fresh in our minds, what we went through last week, last episode. We covered chapters 23 and 24. In those chapters, Sarah died, sort of without too many bells and whistles. It was just Sarah died. Abraham bought some land to bury Sarah, which I think we pointed out was probably, even though God had promised him land plenty of times, this is the first actual land that I think he owned, and he had to buy it.
Did he buy it?
Yeah. Because remember, he was like, I want this land and I'm going to pay you. And they went, oh, you don't have to pay us. You're a prince or you're a king of kings. And he's like, nope, I want to pay you. And there was that weird back and forth boring thing. And then 400 shekels or something.
Right.
Yeah. So he bought it.
Way more detailed than most things that are in the Bible.
It was an entire chapter to it.
Yeah.
A short one, but an entire one. Then Abraham called over his best servant, the henchman, and sent the henchman off to acquire a wife for Isaac, little baby Isaac. And so he did that. He went all the way back. He found a wife for Isaac, and it turned out it was Abraham's niece, Rebecca, or maybe great niece, Rebecca. And she was good at watering camels and shit. And then without any bullshit, she just went, I'm ready to go back. She didn't say goodbye to any of her family. They took some nurses or whatever it was, and they went back to Canaan, met Isaac. And then Isaac knew her in his mum's tent because he's a big mummy's boy. If you recall.
And it confirmed it was because he was sad about not having mum around that he was in the tent.
He was still in
it wasn't just our theory.
And we're going to find out, I believe, this chat exactly how old he was. So...
Well, we thought 16.
Yeah. We were going...
Oh, well, I reckon it's like 60, which is like 16 in God years.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're putting complications to it. But we will. We're going to find out how old he was. And so that's sort of a real quick summarization of where we're at. This episode, I desperately want to get through 3 chapters. The first one, I'm just going to get through somewhat quickly, still jump in and ask questions or whatever, but there's a bit of a genealogy thing going on there, and so we should be able to skip through some of that. We've got Abraham, we've got Isaac and Rebecca now are main characters. We meet 2 little boys named Esau and Jacob. There's some more genealogy shit. There's big old family tension going on. And my last 2 dot points here are redundant because I just forgot to delete them from last time. So that's where we're at. We happy, boys?
Yes.
Yep.
You don't? Okay. Fuck it out.
What answer are you looking for when you ask for that? Like, yeah, mate.
Yeah, I don't know.
Raring to go.
He wants Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah.
I don't get that reference, but I'm happy. All right.
You should. He's a wrestler from your era.
I vaguely know Macho Man, yeah.
Do you like how I said your era?
Yeah. So like the Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan and yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go.
And Randy Savage. Yeah.
So, all right. We're going to rip into chapter 25. Chapter 25. Abraham again took a wife, and her name was Keturah. So he's old. So I think Sarah died at 127, and I think Abraham was older, so he's old, right? So Abraham took another wife, and her name was Keturah, and she bore him Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. Then there's a few more begot stuff. Jokshan, there's a Sheba, there's a Dedan. The sons of Dedan were Hurim, which was exciting to me. Hurim, Luamim, some more Midian, Esphah, Hanok, Ibidah. But it makes an important point here because it's talking about all this genealogy that it says, and Abram gave all that he had to Isaac. Because obviously the firstborn son.
Firstborn's important.
Very important.
Only the one that's important.
It did say, because Abraham's super kind, it says, but Abraham gave gifts to the sons of the concubines which Abraham had, and while he was still living, he sent them eastward away from Isaac his son to the country of the east. So I guess he's just super protecting little witty Isaac because he's missed his mummy and he doesn't want any competition from his brothers and sisters, and
Am I right?
Did it just say he had concubines?
Yeah.
Yes, it did. Yeah, brushed over that, didn't it?
Very quickly.
Oh, so he's allowed to go outside his married. Like, are they his personal concubines?
That's the way I take it.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, just brush straight over that. Hey, and I guess it's just sex slaves. Is that what concubines are
I
basically?
mean, Hagar was the same.
Yeah. She was the original. She was the OG.
I wonder if
OC.
Sarah hated the rest of them as much as she did Hagar.
Well, maybe when Sarah died, he's like, concubine me up, boys. Sarah was never on board with this. So henchman, while the henchman was away finding Rebecca, he just had some other henchmen just lining him up with some concubines.
So,
only other thing I can think of is, were they communal concubines, not just purely for him?
No, it said his.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he owns all of it. You know what I mean? So, like, if he's got his followers or whatever, the dudes just get some communal concubine action.
After the goat herders come in from a long day.
Yeah, well, it'd be a good way to bring more strong men on board if you've got concubines.
Yeah.
Hey, mate, you want to be
morale?
Yeah, you want to be a farmer or whatever?
I'd like to say that Isaac's going to be at least 27.
Oh, okay. You're claiming, all right, 27.
Because I'm pretty sure they had their baby when they were 100.
Was somewhere around there,
I
yeah.
thought it was 100, and then it's now 127. You think?
Oh, so you're using a bit of logic. Good. And I'm sure there's some logic back there, but sometimes there's not. So yeah, cool. All right, you're betting 27.
And for a mummy's boy to be finding his first lady to go in tent for mum, 30's a weird age.
He's just been weaned. Yeah. He's he's 25 and he just got weaned off mummy's boobies.
So maybe Luke's right.
Okay.
They're going super long.
God teenage years is probably about 30. If you're living to 200.
All right. We'll lock that in. 27 is what you reckon. Sent them eastward away from Isaac his son to the country of the east. This is the sum of the years of Abraham's life, which he lived 175 years.
Ooh.
Then Abraham breathed his last and died in a good old age, an old man and full of years, and was gathered to his people. So that was a bit of a low-key ending to Abraham too.
Yeah, his story's pretty shit. Like, for someone that's meant to be pretty cool in this story, nah, that wasn't what was good.
He had a bit more going on than Noah, though.
Noah was in like one chapter.
Yeah. And Abraham did some travel. That's our schmoodles again, everybody. Thank you, Kebevin. Yep. So yeah. Abraham's gone ski, gathered to his people, and his sons Isaac and Ishmael, the wild man. I don't know. I'm being broad with my hands right now. I don't know what's going on here. I'm getting all
a lot of space right.
I'm getting all melodramatic and artistic. Oh, my impressions are getting to me.
Just for me though.
Yeah, just for Kebabin. You can't see me doing it. Oh yeah. You can.
All I can see is your arm because you've moved out of frame. And yeah.
And his sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, which was before Mamre in the field of Ephron, the son of Zohar and the Hittite. So that's the cave. So him and Sarah are buried together. And then it just tells you here, the field which Abraham purchased from the sons of Heth, there Abraham was buried and Sarah his wife. And it came to pass after the death of Abraham that God blessed his son Isaac, and Isaac dwelt at Beer Laharoi. I read somewhere that a beer, like the word beer in whatever Latin or whatever this is, refers to a well, I think. I'm right in saying that. So near some well. Now this is the genealogy of Ishmael, Abraham's son, the wild man, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's maidservant, brought to Abraham. And these are the names of the sons. There's a Kedar and an Adbeel and a Mibsam and a Mishma, a few other. There's a specific number here, and it says, these were the sons of Ishmael, and these were their names by their towns and by their settlements, 12 princes according to their nations. These were the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years. And he breathed his last and died and was gathered to his people. So,
firstly, he's a prince. He was his slaves, like, bastards.
I guess he's Abraham's seed
Does
still.
they just call everyone a fucking prince?
Abraham's people.
Yeah. Also, not much of a wild man. That's not a very wild story. He wasn't doing much wildness, I didn't think there.
No.
Or was it just because he was living in the wild?
I don't know.
But he sounded pretty settled by the end there. Like, he sounded like he just lived a pretty plain life.
Yeah, just had his boys and girl, or he probably had more than the 12. Must have maybe 12 boys and heaps of girls that never seem to count. It says here in brackets for some reason, they dwelt from Hivlah as far as Shur, which is east of Egypt as you go toward Assyria. He died in the presence of all his brethren. This is the genealogy of Isaac, Abraham's son. Are you ready for the reveal?
No more genealogy.
No. The reveal, it's about to give his age.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah as a wife.
Whoa.
Does that make my 60 the closest, by the way?
Yeah, I
Or
guess
was
so.
Yeah.
In Bible years, you were saying, though. So
Yeah, well, saying it's not like they're not using Bible years. They're using Bible years.
I don't know if he's been knowing women this whole time or whether he's just been saving himself because, I don't know.
Concubines.
Yeah, his mom.
Well, he's so smart. Oh, Kebabin. All right.
Just he's taken after. He's just doing a bit of wanking in the mum tent.
He's got the
Thinking of better
basement
days.
underneath the tent. He's just like incel stuff.
40 years old when he took Rebekah as his wife, daughter of Bethuel, sister of Laban the Syrian. Now Isaac pleaded with the Lord for his wife because she was barren. Are we getting a? Did you hear that?
Repeating.
Yeah. We're getting a similar vibe here, aren't we? Isaac pleaded with the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord granted his plea, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. So it was.
Oh,
It's right. He fucked her 3 times or something, and it's like he's not pregnant. Yeah, it's not working. God,
fucking hell.
Why don't more people these days plead to God, fix their barren?
maybe they do. Maybe they.
They're not directly related to, or are in fact Abraham.
Oh, so they're not allowed to.
Purposefully selected human.
So the wife conceived, Rebekah conceived, but the children struggled together within her, and she said, "If all is well, why am I like this?" So she went to inquire of the Lord, and the Lord said to her, 2 nations are in your womb, 2 peoples shall be separated from your body. 1 people shall be stronger than the other, and the other, the older shall serve the younger.
It's solid snake and liquid snake.
Oh, mate. Does that mean they're clones?
Well, we're about to get some descriptions of them, and no, they are not fucking clone. All right.
Is one of them a mutant?
Twins standing to veto.
He may very well be a fucking mutant. So When her days were fulfilled for her to give birth, indeed there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red. He was like a hairy garment all over. So they called his name Esau. So that's one of our new characters that we're meeting. Esau. Esau? We happy with Esau? E-S-A-U.
Yeah, man.
Afterward, his brother came out and his hand took hold of Esau's heel. So his name was called Jacob.
You grab heels? Jacob's name.
Yeah, Jacob the heel grabber. What do you get called if you're grabbing thighs?
Promise maker.
Promise mate. Just a promise maker. First came out red. Afterward, his thing heel. So his name is called Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when she bore them. So they've been banging for 20 years, I guess. So maybe that's where they've been banging for 20 and nothing's happened.
Yeah. Well,
That's still
all his seed on the concubines.
Yes, or on the ground in the tent as you're fucking talking about it, spilling all that seed. Going, Mummy, I miss you, all over her fucking.
I called the mutant thing, right?
Yes, yeah, I agree. No one got the age right, but you called the mutant thing.
I weirdly just picture Phil from the Hercules cartoon movie.
Don't know that one.
Little goat man.
No, I don't know.
Oh, come on.
I don't know anything you boys ever talk about. So the boys grew, and Esau was a skillful hunter, a man of the field. But Jacob was a mild man, dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau because he ate of his game, but Rebekah loved Jacob. So
I don't have favourites.
She's
Fucking
picking
hell.
straight up favourites. I thought
I
Rebekah.
know which one. I know which one's going to take over Mum's tent when they die. When she dies.
And Isaac loved Esau because he ate of his game, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Now Jacob cooked a stew, and Esau came in from the field, and he was weary. And Esau said to Jacob, "Please feed me with that same red stew." He's red and angry? I don't know. Am I being inappropriate? I took him as a Scotsman. My stew. And Esau, please feed me with the same red stew, for I am weary. Therefore, his name was called Edom. So that makes no fucking sense to me at all. Because it never mentions Edom again. So I don't get that. Maybe it's his nickname. Esau Edom. I don't know.
Am I correct in saying redheads are technically a mutation?
I don't know.
I'm sure I've heard that before.
I don't know.
Put it out there further to my mutant theory.
We'll put it out there as maybe one more inappropriate thing that you've said to a large group of people. Yeah?
That, and also I want some feedback from the flock on the podcast fan page.
Oh, you want to hear whether that's a mutation
Can
or not?
someone find out
Yeah,
if
okay.
it's a mutation?
I'm not sure how many redheaded fans we have yet. I don't know.
Hopefully one.
Well, you don't need to be
Not
red.
now after work.
None. God. They're gone. So Esau said to Jacob, blah, blah, blah. But Jacob said, "Sell me your birthright as of this day." I'm trying for a King Charles, but anyway. No, I didn't. Nah. But that's what I'm going for because he's a bit of a posh. Anyway.
He's
As well as intense.
he's the opposite of Ishmael. He's a mild man.
That's good. I like that. Sell me your birthright as of this day, because Esau was first, right? Jacob is so he wants all the good shit. So that's why he's this posh fucking wank. He's the mild man and he's posh. And he's a mummy's boy too.
But it said one was stronger, and the stronger one's clearly the mutant.
Yeah, he's out hunting stuff and doing cool stuff. But Jacob's just like, no, I want the birthright, dude. Birthright to me. Then Jacob said, "Swear to me as of this day." So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. So Esau was like, "Yeah, whatever, mate. Yeah, you can have it. I don't care."
For stew.
For stew, yeah, for some stew. Yep,
Fucking hell.
it's easily bought. Yeah. And Jacob gave Esau bread and stew of lentils. Then he ate and drank, arose, and went on his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. So I don't know, there's 1 + 1 = 6 among all that somehow, but so that's the chapter done. So we've got to know Rebekah a little bit now. That's a bit of like it's telling you a little bit about Rebekah. We've met Jacob and Esau. Esau's a cool, red, angry Scotsman. And so we're going to push on. because we're going to try to get through 3 chapters. We're up to...
Oh, get on with it, Jacob. Chapter fucking 26.
There was a famine in the land besides the first famine that was in the days of Abraham, and Isaac went to Abimelech, king of the Philistines in Gerar. We remember Abimelech?
Yeah, the handshake deal over a well.
Yeah, that dude. Because there was a bit of... I think he got scammed. I think he was one that got scammed, right? Then the Lord appeared to him and said, "Do not go down to Egypt. Live in the land of which I shall tell you. Dwell," and I think God's talking to Isaac. "Dwell in this land, and I will be with you and bless you. For to you and your descendants I give all of these lands, and I will perform the oath which I swore to Abraham, your father." So he's just promising the same shit because he never really fulfilled it with Abraham, I don't think, myself.
Was that what was some of the deals that he said that Abraham would have before he died? Was that the whole children in the stars bullshit? Or was that the land? I think
Descendants equal to the stars.
Yes.
there was something that was
And
in his
like somewhere in somewhere.
Yeah, I vaguely remember us talking and saying, "Oh, geez, he better live to 400 years old because something cool was going to happen." So we'll have to look that up. I can't remember. Yeah, so ponder that if that pops back in your head.
So I think it was the land because the children, whatever, your seed just spreads forever, and he had his concubines or whatever.
Yeah, so he's punching out
But-
kids everywhere.
Yeah, I think it was something to do with ownership of the land, and it did kind of gloss over like the wild man had a bunch of land and blah 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 blah. So he might have ticked that. God might have ticked that box for it.
God's
Or
ticking some
disappeared
boxes.
at 175 or whatever.
Dwell in your land, your father, and I'll put your descendants, and I will make your descendants multiply as the stars of heaven, and I will give to your descendants all of these lands, and in your seed all of these nations of the earth shall be blessed. So it's all the same shit, it sounds to me. Because Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. Remember, Abraham nearly went and cut Isaac. Yeah, nearly cut him in half to... So
But that was okay because God had punked him into doing it.
Yeah, and I guess this is why Isaac now gets all the good shit because Abraham nearly did it or decided to go ahead with it. It says, so Isaac dwelt in Gerar, and the men of the place asked him about his wife, and he said, "She is my sister."
What?
Isaac's talking about Rebecca.
What?
Yeah. So he's doing, like, is it maybe dad passed down the scam to him? I don't know.
It's like
She is my sister.
This is a family scam.
because he thought, lest the men of this place should kill me for Rebecca, because she is beautiful to behold. So it's the exact same fucking story so far as Abraham, except he didn't go to Egypt because God said don't go to Egypt this time. So anyway.
They should just start picking uglier women.
I should, yeah.
That'd make their lives a lot less. They wouldn't have to lie if they just picked helpers that weren't violently sought after.
Get the hot concubines, make the wife, lock the concubines away. Now it came to pass when he had been there a long time that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked through a window and saw, and there was Isaac showing endearment to Rebekah his wife. So he's caught him out. Then Abimelech called Isaac and said, "Quite obviously she is your wife, so how could you say she is my sister?" Isaac said to him, "Because I said, lest I die on account of her." And Abimelech said, "What is this you have done to us?" So
Where did you learn this scam from?
Yeah.
Your old friend scammed me the same years ago.
It's almost exactly the same thing.
70 years ago, I was scammed with the same thing.
Yeah. I wonder how old Abimelech is. What is this you've done to us? And you would have bought... One of the people might soon have laid with your wife, and you would have brought guilt on us. So Abimelech charged all his people, saying, "He who touches this man or his wife shall surely be put to death." Then Isaac sowed in that land and reaped in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. So I think because it's a famine, I think they're just sort of showing that Isaac's the main man and he's getting the good, God's on his side. Blessed him. The man began to prosper and continued prospering until he became very prosperous, which I thought was a good line. The man began to prosper and continued prospering until he became very prosperous. Good writing.
It's amazing.
For he had possessions of flocks and possessions of herds and a great number of servants, so the Philistines envied him. Now the Philistines had stopped up all of the wells which his father's servants had dug in the days of Abraham his father, and they had filled them with worth. So remember, that was a thing that happened last time too. They fought over the wells. And Abimelech said to Isaac, "Go away from us, you are much mightier than we." And Abimelech's got armies and shit. So it's I don't know why. They're just
He's got a god, though.
I guess he's got a god on his side. Yeah.
A god that,
Abimelech
like,
was part of the
just
God
solves
thing.
famine.
Or was that Kebab?
I thought Abimelech followed God as well.
No, but I think they're different. It must be different gods or something.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's on God's side. Like, he obviously, it's probably the same God that he's worshipping, but Isaac is the new Abraham. So it's like, you got to look after him, because Abraham's gone around and it's like, Abraham is essentially, with God behind him, solving famine
Isaac.
with magical God power.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Isaac.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, who did I say?
You said Abraham again. But I mean,
Oh, yeah, they're the same person.
it's forgivable because they're doing the exact same fucking thing. Yeah.
They're both whingy people that pull scams about wives and
Yes.
sisters and shit.
Yeah. And marry their cousins and their nieces and whatever else. Go away from us, for they had filled them with earth. And Abimelech said to Isaac, "Go away from us, for you are much mightier than we." And Isaac departed from there and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar and dwelt there. And Isaac dug again the wells of water, which they had dug in the days of Abraham his father, for the Philistines had stopped them. It said the same shit again. He called them by the names which his father had called them. So all these wells, he's named them the same shit. Also, Isaac's servants dug in the valley and found a well of running water there. But the herdsmen of Gerar quarreled with Isaac's herdsmen, saying, "The water is ours." So he called the name of the well Esek. It's weird. They do that all the time, eh? Some random weird event happens and they're like, so they named the thing.
Like, of course.
Yeah.
What else would you name it?
Yeah, it's
Has to
gotta
be
be.
Esek.
He grabbed his heel, so he named him Isaac. Jacob. Then they dug another well, and they quarreled over that one also. So he called its name Sitnah. All right.
So is he going around and essentially just redoing all the stuff that Abraham did that everyone undid?
It sounds
Like he's
yeah.
doing it twice as fast as Abraham, because he's not only the same, but better.
It's not only the same, but better. He should be called Isaac Ham.
Oh, yeah.
Or Abraham Ham. He's been double ham. He's Abraham Ham.
What's better than double hand? Well,
Just go back to ham, I say.
Just straight up ham. Quarreled over that. And he moved. So they quarreled over a new one. And he moved from there and dug another well. So he's just fucking digging a well, picking a fight. Digging a well, picking a fight.
Quarreling.
And he's just run, or like he's been sent on his way from a king or whatever Abimelech is, because he's like too powerful to stare down a king. Or the king, sorry, Isaac is too powerful for a king to stare him down. But all these local herdsmen are coming out going, fucking get out of here, you fucker. This is our well.
they're not smart enough to know to run away.
No. And then Isaac's just moving on.
Just sling him a few concubines.
Job done.
But
Job done.
are you saying Abraham
Isaac.
bequeathed his concubines to Isaac? I guess he would, wouldn't he?
Yeah, well,
Can't
where did
take
they
him with
go?
you.
He might be buried. Maybe they'll go
I assume
buried.
there's a system of concubine creation, so there's always more coming along.
I guess so, yeah.
What else are the women meant to do other than become concubines?
Yeah, they just got to punch.
They don't have-
And I guess the concubines are also like punching out stars in the sky, really. They're punching out descendants. Dug another well, and they did not quarrel over it. So he called its name Rehoboth, because he said, "For now the Lord has made room for us. For now the Lord has made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land." And he went up there to Beersheba. So, I don't know. And the Lord appeared to him the same night and said, "I am the God of your father Abraham. Do not fear, for I am with you. I will bless you and multiply your descendants for my servant Abraham's sake. So he built an altar there and called on the name of the Lord, and he pitched his tent there, and there Isaac's servant dug a well. So I fucking love digging a well.
So can I say though, God hadn't talked to him till he's, how old are we now?
So he was 40 when he
40 when
hooked
they
up with
kids.
Sarah. Yeah, he's got to be 60.
So God's only just introduced himself now.
I guess so, as far as the story says. Yeah.
Yeah, so can God
'Cause he's
talk to
finally-
one person at a time?
Maybe. Or maybe it's just like, yeah, you're doing the same Abraham path.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, you're
You're
my
now
boy.
worthy.
Yep.
I will talk to you.
Yeah, you're my boy now. And he pitched his tent there, and Isaac's servants dug a well. Then Abimelech drops back in. Abimelech came to him from Gerar with Ahazath, one of his friends, and Pichol, the commander of his army. Pichol was mentioned earlier too. I don't know if that was part of the big war on us. But anyway, so this is Abimelech with the commander of his army.
That's a bit of a fuck you if I ever seen one. Like,
And, well, yeah, they're coming ready to go for it. And Isaac said to them, why have you come to me? Anyway, why have you come to me? Fuck. Since you hate me and have sent me away from you. But they said, we have certainly seen that the Lord is with you. So we said, let there be an oath between us, between you and us, and let us make a covenant with you, that you will do us no harm, since we have not touched you, and since we have done nothing to you, but been good and sent you away in peace. You are now the blessed of the Lord. I don't know. This is, what the fuck?
they're scared of the witch doctor powers.
Witch doctor Isaac. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't see the point of any of this. So he made them a feast, and they ate and drank. Then they arose early in the morning and swore an oath with one another, and Isaac sent them away, and they departed from him in peace. It came to pass the same day that Isaac's servants came and told him about the well which they had dug, and said to him, we have found water. So he called it Sheba. Therefore the city is called Beersheba to this day. And when Esau was 40 years old, so that's it. That's the end of the well digging chat.
Did
And
they say anything more about a fire promise? Was it a fire promise there, or just
no, just a covenant. Yeah.
covenant?
It's a covenant. Yeah. Not a-
There's only been one, and they spoke about it like it was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was really hoping for more.
The thigh promise was we were getting our hopes
I-
up for many thigh promises.
I'm hoping it's just the once, and that's just the only time it's ever referenced.
One and done.
There were giants
Yeah.
in the world at this time and after. There were 5 promises around at this time and never again. And so to close this chapter out, it says, when Esau was 40 years old, he took as wives Judith, the daughter of Beeri the Hittite, and Basemath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite. And they were a grief of the mind to Isaac and Rebekah. So we're sowing some seeds of discord among the family. So
Did
that's
the
how
children come out as mutants?
I don't know. I don't know if it talks about Esau's kids. Sure.
Is there any relevance to him being a mutant? Like, why is he a mutant? Like,
Oh,
what
no,
does it
there's
mean?
There's definitely a really cool moment later.
Okay, yeah.
That-
'cause I
that-
feel like that would be more strange than never doing another thigh promise.
No,
Would
that-
be just like mention this freak baby that nothing ever comes of it, other than him just wanting stew more than anything else or whatever.
No. Yeah, there's a reason coming up pretty soon as to the very specific description of him.
Yeah, because how did they describe him as like a garment?
Yes.
Very like a garment.
Yes, it was. Where was it? Chapter 25. I don't know. It was hairy. It was red. It came out red. He was hairy like a garment all over. So they call his name Esau. Yeah. So
I don't like hairy like a dog or like a beast.
garments
Like a
back
garment.
garments back in the day must have been hairy as fuck. It's like when you said, why didn't God just make us really fucking hairy so it would hide the penis? And then we wouldn't have to.
Well, maybe he was the true plan and wear all the mutants, and then he got it right.
God's attempt at correcting the design was Esau.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll find out. We're going to find out very soon. So we're going to move on to... It was the chapter directly following chapter 26. Therefore, they named it... 27. Now, it came to pass when Isaac was old and his eyes were so dim that he could not see. So we've similar to Isaac's life is fucking just done, pretty much.
He dug plenty of fucking wells, mate. Don't you be this? Yeah. No.
There was more information about them getting him a wife than there was about him.
was.
And how good she was at feeding camels.
Yeah. His wife, the wife acquiring trip, and then he dug a few wells. He scammed Abimelech again, and now he's too old and he can't.
He had that tent. He had his mum's tent.
He got his tent.
Important part of his tent.
He tried to start up the old scam, but they were still wise to it, so he had to move on.
Yeah, he had to move on to something.
They also accepted he was mighty and powerful, so they gave him what he wanted.
Oh, So, sorry, Abimelech did. Yeah, not God. God said Esau was powerful, wasn't he? He was like a wild man. Anyway,
did they say what age he died at?
No, he's not dead yet.
Oh, right.
He's just blind.
Yeah, he's just old and fucked. So he takes a pretty important role in this. I wanted to maybe have a go at doing him as Biden. Do you know how Biden at the moment is losing his mind? So there's nothing, nothing funny about dementia. But I was going to try to go for that.
There's definitely nothing funny about it when they rule the world.
Exactly right. It came to pass, his eyes were dim and he could not see, and he called to Esau, his older son, and said to him, what was my Isaac? Oh, it was a posh man, wasn't he? No.
That's Jacob is the posh man.
Isaac was the mummy's boy.
Yeah, he started off just being like a suckier version of Abraham, but you haven't had a consistent Isaac voice from this.
No, I was completely fucked it.
Just do whatever you do an old man voice now. He's old and blonde.
Okay.
Decrepit.
My son. And he answered, here I am. They like that here I am thing.
By the way, you're nailing the Scottish accent.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Then he said, behold now, I am old. I do not know the day of my death.
You've joined the Suki Abraham with an old quiver.
Did I? I didn't mean that. That's good.
It's beautiful. Don't change that.
I've got to go and get myself.
I've
got to go and get myself an agent, don't I? Now, therefore, please take your weapons, your quiver, and your bow, and go out to the field and hunt game for me, and make me savory food for such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless you before I die. So that's important. So this is the God blessing thing, right? He's going to bless.
It's a meat sacrifice specifically for him.
Well, he's not really. He just wants him to make him lunch. He's making it pie.
Yeah, no, but he's making it sound very religious. You know what I mean? Like it's very powerful.
He knows he's going to die, and he's got to somehow pass the blessing from God onto his eldest son. So Esau's the eldest.
And how best would you do that?
With a bit of hunted meat. Before I die. Now Rebekah was listening when Isaac spoke to Esau his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt game, and to bring it. So Rebekah spoke to Jacob her son, saying, indeed. So like I'm leaning in a whispery voice at the moment. Like,
Rebekah and Jacob are going to do an evil turn.
Where is he?
They're going to be like, no, we got to get rid of Newton boy. We got to fucking do some evil shit. That's my theory. I'm just calling it now.
All right. Indeed, I heard your father speak to Esau, your brother, saying, bring me game and make savory food for me that I may eat it. And so she just said the same shit. Just repeats exactly what it said. Word for fucking word, by the way. It's like when people explain their text messages and say every emoji, it rubs me out the wrong way.
You know how we were talking about?
I said, I'm going to be there soon. Smiley face, winky eyes. God, get fucked. Yeah, sorry, Captain.
I was going to say, how earlier we were saying, like, after the Noah story, it's like they got a new writer in the comic book. They've lost the creative writer, and we've got a new shit writer that's not very creative. They're just like that line where it repeated and whatever that other one where they said that shit sentence.
Because they did that.
My theory is the writer again.
The henchman did that too.
The henchman, the slave that went and got Rebecca.
Yeah,
they repeated that story like 3 times.
3 times. Yeah.
So I reckon since Isaac leveled up, I reckon that's when the new writer came on.
New writer's the shit.
Yeah. Just copy paste. Yeah, I said that.
Writer's strike. It's a writer's strike during this part.
I'll let the old stuff better than you though.
saying, "Bring me." I heard him say to your brother, "Bring me savory food, bless you in the presence of the Lord before my death." So she knows the significance of this blessing thing as well. Now therefore, I'm gonna whisper. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to what I command you. Go now to the flock and bring me from there 2 choice kids of the goats, and I will make savory food for them for your father, such as he loves. Then you shall take it to your father that he may eat it, and that he may bless you just before his death. Because he's blind, right?
He won't know who feeds him.
Right? So, where am I? Before his death. And Jacob said to Rebekah, so he's got a little bit of brains in his head. Jacob says to Rebekah, his mother, "Look, Esau, my brother, is a hairy man, and I am a smooth-skinned man. Perhaps my father will feel me, and I shall seem to be a deceiver to him, and I shall bring a curse on myself and not a blessing," right? It gets weirder. But his mother said to him, "Let your curse be on me, my son. Only obey my voice and go get them for me." And he went, so he didn't argue anymore. He went and got them and brought them to his mother. And his mother made savory food, such as his father loved. Then Rebekah took the choice clothes of her elder son Esau, which were with her in the house, and put them on Jacob, the younger son. And she put,
Because he's like a garment.
well, that's the smell, right? Like the smell of him. And then he goes, and she put the skins of the kids of the goats on his hands and on the smooth part of his neck to make him hairy.
Yes. Because old mate's as hairy as
So he's covered in goat skins, and
This is so much lamer than outright evil.
Oh, man.
Then she gave the savory food and the bread which she had prepared into the hand of her son Jacob. So he went to his father and said, "My father." And he said, "Here I am. Who are you, my son?" So the writing here is, Who are you, my son?" Jacob said to his father, "I am Esau, your firstborn. I have done just as you told me. Please arise, sit, eat of my game, that your soul may bless me." But Isaac said to his son, "How is it that you have found it so quickly, my son?" And he said, "Because the Lord your God brought it to me." I enjoyed the fact in that very line that the God-man, Isaac, who, like Abraham and God-man and Isaac, go out and tell everyone that God's the man, and they can use that as a nice little excuse. And then to be scammed, he got the same God line. Like, "Oh shit, what am I going to? Oh, God did it for me. God was the one that solved the problem for me." So I like that.
I also enjoy it's always your God.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The wording is interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like
the reverse scam's good.
Yeah. Then Isaac said to Jacob, "Please come near that I may feel you, my son, whether you are really my son Esau or not." So I don't know, like,
Suspicious.
why are they even making him suspicious? I don't know. Like,
Because maybe Isaac didn't trust
they just forced
him
him.
from the start.
I don't know.
They're
Well, the
effectively scammers.
the writer went to all the effort of doing the furry stuff and doing the disguise. They had to do it, otherwise all of that was pointless.
That was all powerful. No, so, but they could do it a little bit more subtly.
Is this the first Little Red Riding Hood? Pretending to be something else?
Maybe.
Come closer so I can smell you.
Yeah, maybe. Come near
This is weird.
Come near me so that I may feel you, my son, whether you are really my son Esau or not. So Jacob went near Isaac, his father, and he felt him and said, "The voice is not Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau." The goat skin just fucking tricked him straight away.
He would have been easily scammed at this point.
So it was at this point when I was reading it that I really got the clear picture of what Esau looked like. So he was just red with goat skin. That's pretty much what Esau looked like. I thought.
Well, yeah, it's not like a human kind of hair. It's like really fine and plentiful animal hair.
Yeah, it's right. And a bit ratty, and yeah, that's right. It just nothing like
man.
Yeah, he's a fucking mutant for sure. Hairy like Esau's fans. So And he did not recognize him because his hands were hairy like his brother Esau's hands. So he blessed him. So that was the level of. Is that the. Okay, that's the. Bevan's just showing me the goat kid out of. What's that, Hercules?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I can see that now.
That's the dude that trains Hercules.
So he's not hairy though, but he's almost red. So just if he had a slight covering of hair, that's him.
His bottom half is a goat.
Yeah. Okay, I might have
I
to.
can't see that if you're trying to show
I
me.
might have to put that up on the Facebook.
I
thing or
can
something.
Google it myself. It's not that. I think is it like a pig? Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I might have to put that up on the Facebook page or some shit, or maybe I can make that the image of this episode or something. Are you really my son? Bring it near me. So my son. And he blessed him. Then he said, so he's already blessed him. And then he goes, are you really my son Esau?
Oh, fucking hell. No, it's me, Jacob.
I
scammed you.
Now you know how it feels, dickhead.
Motherfucker, yeah. And he said, I am. He said, bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's game, so that my soul may bless you. So he brought it near to him, and he ate, and he brought him wine, and he drank. Then his father Isaac said to him, come near now and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his clothing and blessed him, and said, surely the smell of my son is like the smell of a field which the Lord has blessed. So he's fully sold that this is this is Esau.
Why do you need to eat meat to do a blessing? It's just so
it was so
it's so
it sounded
weird.
delicious too. I was imagining a really nice
Yeah,
pie.
like well, maybe this is Isaac's final scam. You know, he's like, I just really want a good meal, and I want to trick him into giving me this beautiful feast that I'm incapable of preparing myself.
Well, that's
Although
amazing.
he had a help, he could have just got his helper to do it at any point.
Maybe he knew too that Rebecca was gonna try scam, so he's like, I'm gonna get 2 meals out of this. That'll make
You might be super clever, but
Hey,
yeah, you might be super clever, yeah. Smell of the field, the Lord has blessed. Therefore, may God give you. Oh, it might still be in. Anyway, therefore, may God give you of the dew of heaven, of the fatness of the earth, and plenty of grain and wine. I think that's part of the blessing.
Fatness of the earth. That's a weird thing. Eh?
Yeah, it is. He's still saying this. So this is still Isaac. Let people serve you and nations bow down to you. Be master over your brethren, and let your mother's sons bow down to you. Cursed be everyone who curses you, and blessed be those who bless you. So that's his whole blessing or whatever. Pretty covers a lot. Hey, like everyone's got a bit, like you're the boss. Yeah, you're in charge of every motherfucker. Now it happened, as soon as Isaac had finished blessing Jacob, and Jacob has scarcely gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau, his brother, came in from his hunting.
It's so where was Rebecca playing decoy?
Yeah.
Quick. Oh, I know you've just come back with some game for Isaac, but there's an emergency at the well over there. Someone's having a quarrel. Time to get over
come
there.
around the back. We'll cook together.
Yeah. She was just too busy just perving in the window, just crossing all of her fingers, going, "Oh, Jacob got the blessing, you're beauty." Maybe they're already gone to celebrate somehow in Sarah's tent. Oh no, that was Isaac. I'm getting Isaac mixed up now.
No, he'd fucked his mum in his grandmother's tent. I reckon.
You reckon he's that level of dude?
He's that like desperate for his mother's love. I reckon. He just scammed his father out of a blessing. His mum said so.
Well, he scammed his brother out of everything
Using stew. So
Well, I was going to say before.
Yeah.
I was going to say, couldn't they have just waited till the blessing went to Esau and then just gone, hey, mate, do you want to give me a blessing straight away and I'll make you another stew? Remember when he just gave him everything for the stew earlier? Just why did they have to do this?
They really need to treat this.
Yeah. Fucking hell. This Esau, he wants a simple life. He doesn't want to be a ruler, I don't reckon.
Because he already gave his birthright away.
Yeah. So just do it again.
Yeah. All right. So now as it happened, as soon as Isaac had finished blessing Jacob, and Jacob had scarcely gone out from the presence of Isaac, his father, that Esau, his brother, came in from his hunting. He also had made savory food and brought it to his father, like Ben was saying.
Hang on. He's made it already.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. But he must have done it in the paddock.
Wasn't Isaac like 3 minutes ago being like, "How did you get this sorted so quickly?" And like it was like an impossible thing that it was ready. Or did the blessing take like 3 hours? Secretly?
Maybe it did,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
maybe.
it might be quite a dramatic ceremony, and we just don't. It just don't.
It's already. He's taken an hour to eat. And it's smelled him for a bit.
Yeah, it must have.
Yeah, he's had to.
Come here, my son,
different.
so I can smell you.
And rub your
Remind
hands.
me of the fat of the earth.
Let me kiss your neck now.
And then they can
It's got
do a thigh promise.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't go there.
Promise
did they?
me that
They-
you will spread the seed as far as the stars in the sky.
Our seed must spread.
Dirty.
So, yes, he had also made savory food and brought it to his father and said to his father, "Let my father arise and eat of his son's game so that your soul may bless me." Fucking
How did he confuse a Scottish accent from a?
yeah, you're right, because I'm doing historically accurate.
You don't sound like him.
It sounded
The acting
nothing.
awards taken away in the Quinn dog.
It would have been a bit easier for Isaac though, if it was a bit of a fucking. And so you may bless me. And his father Isaac said to him, "Who are you?" So he said, "I am your son, your firstborn Esau." And then Isaac trembled exceedingly and said, "Who?"
What do you mean? I just ate this already.
Yeah, it's like there's deja vu happening everywhere. I did the same scams. I dug the same wells.
And the
Maybe-
story repeats that much. He's not sure if it's just repeating.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he thought Esau was going insane and he'd forgotten the conversation. He's like, "Don't you remember me?" Maybe the magical ceremony went wrong and he wiped his memory, and now he's trapped in a mind loop.
But you can see why I was thinking Biden. Hey,
Yeah,
the father said to him, "Who are you?" And he said, "I'm your first son." "Who? Where is the one who hunted game and brought it to me? I ate all of it before you came, and I have blessed him, and indeed he shall be blessed." So it's done and done. Like there's no takesy backsies on this shit at all. When Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with an exceedingly great and bitter cry, and he said to his father, "Bless me also, oh my father." So he's like, "Fucking bless me too, dude." But he said, "Your brother came with deceit." So now he knows it was his
He
fucking
knows.
brother.
He's like, can only be your brother.
Yeah. Came to me with deceit and has taken away your blessing. Like we said, it's a fucking one-time deal, this fucking blessing. And Esau said, "Is he not rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and now, look, he has taken away my blessing." Fuck, I'm killing this fucking thing.
Take the birthright.
blessing.
I don't think he took it.
He's getting a bit emotional.
No, well, wouldn't you
He
be?
gave it away.
Your blessing got taken. Well, he stole a blessing. He definitely stole a blessing.
Well, yeah, but he's still now after the incident trying to change what happened the first time in his anger. He's like, now he's blaming Jacob for the first one, but he offered it up for
trade.
you.
Due for
That was a fair trade.
duties.
And it said the last line of that. It said, the birthright thing. It said, "Thus Esau despised his birthright." So, yeah, he didn't want it, but back then, by the sounds of it.
Yeah. But you can pass a birthright on without mystical stuff, but the god like so they're separate things. Like one's a family rule, and then the other one is like God's super special soul powers
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, no, that sounds fair. "Took away my birthright. Now look, he has taken away my blessing." And he said, "Have you not reserved a blessing for me?" Then Isaac answered and said to Esau, "Indeed, I have made him your master, and all his brethren I have given to him as servants. With grain and wine I have sustained him. What shall I do now for you, my son? And Esau said to his father, Have you only one blessing? My father, bless me. Me also. Oh, my father. And Esau, I love this fucking character. He's my favorite so far. And Esau, I like that he's red and hairy. I liked him from the start. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. No.
He would howl like a
I don't know. Then Isaac his father answered and said to him, Behold, your dwelling shall be of the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. Did I read that? I read that earlier, hey?
Is he trying to do the blessing again? Is he?
He's found another blessing.
Maybe.
I reckon he's pulling another scam. He's making him think he gets something. No, I'm just lying to you, son.
He's thinking, I'm going to be dead soon. He'll never know that my blessing was meaningless.
And even if he does find out I got away with it, I'm gone, mate.
By your sword you shall live, and you shall serve your brother. And it shall come to pass, when you become restless, that you shall break his yoke from your neck. So I don't know. I meant to look that up.
What does that mean?
I think he's just basically saying, nah, your brother got the blessing and you've got to be his slave. Wasn't it? It's like you serve your
breaking
brother.
his yoke from your neck like breaking free of his servitude?
That you shall break his yoke from your neck. Yeah, maybe. Like when the time comes, you'll just fucking say, fuck you.
Use your sword to get out.
Fuck you, Jacob.
No, he'll just go spread his seed like a wild man.
Huh?
He'll just go build more towns like a wild man.
Yeah, maybe.
It's almost like a banishment, but secretly he just gets to go on a side mission that is less important.
He might, and we'll probably find that out at some point, I suppose. So Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing with which his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then I will kill my brother Jacob.
Oh, shit, son.
Oh, mate. Yeah, that's good.
That's
That's good.
bum, bum, bum. Yeah. And the words of Esau, her oldest son, were told to Rebekah. I'm not sure how that happened because it just said he said this in his heart. So maybe there was some fucking snitchy angels fucking listening in or some shit. I don't know.
Well, what was I going to say? Which way do you reckon they're going to go with? Is him killing his brother good or bad? Like, what's going to be like the actual godly path? You know what I mean?
Or will someone just divinely step in and stop it again? Yeah.
Well, here's what I was going to say. It seems like underhanded tricks are sort of smiled upon from God. Everyone who does an underhanded trick just wins.
Well, God probably, by the sounds of it, God's just like, he's on board with the no takesy backsies thing. He's like,
Sorry, we blessed the wrong dude.
I was thinking earlier.
Never was.
I was thinking earlier, do you reckon, you know how it always glosses over and then they died, like then Noah just died. And it's not like he died of a long illness or whatever. It's just mentioned as a dot point.
Dead. Yeah.
No, they say
maybe. But maybe, do you reckon every time one of those people die, they do the same passing on ceremony to their kid? And it's just not mentioned?
Have to. Yeah, surely. Like, so yeah, Noah passed it on to Shem. Shem then passed it on to... Is that what you mean by that?
Yeah, like anyone who's like had the God blessing, I reckon
guess so.
That'd be the thing. It's like you pass it down to your kid. And that's why they do it. Like, I'm getting like superhero comic book vibes where he's like using his last of his living power to give away the blessing. And that's why you can only do one. And then that's when they die.
Favorite meat.
Is that the soul?
And they pass it on.
Get the otherwise, you need a meat meal.
Yeah.
Do religious people of the Abrahamic religions, do they ever go, fuck it, dude, I wonder what would have happened if Jacob wasn't a deceitful shit cunt? Would Esau have been, like, what would have happened? You know what I mean? Like, if Esau got his blessing, would we be all fucking angry red cunts running around right now? Yes. Imagine that. That'd be cool as shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, I'd probably like being furry. Yeah.
He was definitely... We're all pretty furry. Well, I'm pretty furry.
That means the Jacob of the family.
Yes, you'd need the goat skin.
Fucking smooth skin.
Yeah.
You're such a Jacob, Kebevin.
I'm a heel grabber for sure.
But you have that little tiny bit of red in you too, so you got a little bit of Esau in there. So the words got told to Rebekah. So she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said to him, "Surely your brother Esau comforts himself concerning you by intending to kill you. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice. Arise, flee to my brother Laban." Remember, I'm Laban.
I don't, but that's great.
I remember. It sounds familiar, but
Yeah, he was the doughy brother when the henchman went.
Oh,
Yeah, that's Laban.
wait, where the helper's from? Oh,
Yeah.
Because
Because
the
Rebecca.
helper. Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot who she was because her name gets referenced and she's not a.
Yeah, so therefore, my son, obey my voice. Arise and flee to my brother Laban in Haran, and stay with him for a few days until your brother's fury turns away, until your brother's anger turns away from you and he forgets what you have done to him. Then I will send and bring you from there. Why should I be bereaved also of you both in one day? I think that means Isaac is breathing his last breath. I think that's what that means.
He's done.
And Rebekah said to Isaac, "I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Heth. If Jacob takes a wife of the daughters of Heth, like these who are the daughters of the land, I think she's showing shade at Esau's wives, maybe. Remember, Esau took 2 wives. It was Bathmat or something. And if Jacob takes a wife of the daughters of Heth, like these who are the daughters of the land, what good will my life be to me?" End scene. So that's the end of that chapter. So they're both basically trying to say Isaac's now got to fuck off back to where Rebecca came from and Abraham came from and all that. So they're just trying to get another cousin for our boy Jacob.
So is Rebecca just looking out for number one? She's like, I won't live very well if.
No, she just loves Jacob. She just thinks he's like she just thinks he's the coolest thing and she wants him to have everything because she loves him.
She was
More than and it's probably because the other one's a freak.
It's a circus freak.
She's like, I don't want that thing around. It probably, yeah.
He's good to go and hunt food and make some food and whatnot, as and when. But yeah, he cannot be the main man of our descendants. You can't.
We're gonna have the smooth skin for that. Yeah, this is the first proper actual story that is a story in the whole Bible, I reckon. Where like all the characters exist. You find like they all have motivations, kinda. Like I would say, it stayed in the one point. It hasn't jumped decades in the future, halfway through the interesting bit, etc. As long as they follow through and we get the death scene, this will be my favorite part of the Bible by a significant margin. But it already is. I think.
We do stick with this group of people, I believe. I haven't read ahead. I have read this ages and ages ago, and I know roughly sort of there's a bit of brother shit going on and whatever else. So I think these characters do hang around. So we're gonna find a resolution of all this. I don't know what happens to Esau, but anyway, we're gonna find that out next time probably. I had a real quick look. So we were up to 25 today. That was the first chapter that we read. There's 50 chapters of Genesis. So we're about halfway through. We're about just past halfway of Genesis. And I agree, Captain. It is getting a little more interesting now. Hey, there's an actual. We know some people. We know where they've moved around on the chessboard or the game board.
And I'm talking when I say it hasn't been doing big jumps in timeline. I mean specifically from. Maybe it isn't very long and it just feels long because I'm so intensely interested in this story now. When Jacob gets old, like when it jumps to there, it's like almost like the rest before that was just like a prologue. And then now we're at the actual story that I'm interested in.
Of Jacob, you mean? Of Jacob and Esau?
Yeah, it is by far the best thing in the Bible so far.
Well, if they'd have done this with Cain and Abel, imagine that.
Yeah.
She had a story, not just
they
died.
Yeah, and then
I'd known who Cain and Abel were because of like through just pop culture life. You hear about it. but I'd never heard of these cunts. And this is a way better story.
I was saying to my helper earlier, I've heard of Jacob, but I don't know if
Oh, that's true. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's this Jacob that I've heard about. Maybe there's another Jacob. I definitely have never heard of Esau.
Yeah,
the
but
fucking
I
red
reckon
man.
if it is the same Jacob, then Jacob is going to win the fight with the Beast Boy. And then,
Oh yeah, well he's already
And then
been
He's
blessed.
blessed.
They can't go back on the blessing now. He's
Oh, yeah,
he's
true
God's
that, yeah.
boy. Yeah.
so
And
Jacob,
part of that blessing, anyone who's against you is cursed. Was
Yeah.
kind of the word.
there was a curse. Yeah.
which to Bevan's point from earlier, I think they're going to choose the people who did the scam better than the Beast Boy.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
so that like
The scam is God's
Jacob
man.
is the good guy. If he's the one carrying on the blessing, he's not going to be evil.
I think he's already. Sorry, maybe Jacob's not the evil one. Rebecca definitely was the ringleader of
Bit of a
that.
shit can't move.
Jacob just
pick a favorite
definitely
kid.
went through with it. Hey, he's just
But
like,
God's
yeah. And then
okay. Remember when Sarai was like, "Hey, I really needed to get fucking Abraham a child, and I couldn't wait anymore, so I went and provided him Hagar."
Mhm.
God was just like, "Yeah, mate, I know you did that. That's all good. You can still just make the babies anyway."
Yeah.
So he doesn't seem to care if the one that is on his side just does a scam.
No, he's definitely been pro scam so far.
Yeah,
mate.
and like very
Over and
forgiving
over.
of the chosen ones.
Yeah, repeated.
Approved scams.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I had this other thought before as well when Bevan was talking about this theory earlier, was maybe the rest of them are just worse and the stories would be maybe more interesting hearing what they're up to. You know what I mean? Like if the good guys are doing scams, yeah, maybe their scams
Grand
are,
scammy.
yeah, they're doing like serious crime, you know?
So if they didn't scam at all, they would just be left behind. It's like a rat race thing, is what you sort of.
Oh, just a scale, I think. Just they're just
Yeah.
the best ones.
They're the best. Yeah.
So they're just the best people, despite still being scammers.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
They're still
Like,
pretty shit people. Fucking hell.
yeah, but I guess
So,
that's all they knew.
age are they going to be at this time?
So
Are they like 40-year-olds fighting over mum?
yeah. So I guess we did say that they. Oh, my bad. We got
No,
into a
they're
bit
not
more
fighting over
detail
mum.
of. Sorry, we got into a bit more detail of this story, but we still did just skip to them becoming like. Esau was just a hunter and was pretty great.
Yeah.
So we must have skipped over 15 years or whatever. We must.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a part like I feel like around the point where they're starting to talk about Esau having the multiple wives and stuff. Like
yeah.
I feel like they did a good spread out of like this is them as children. They told us the beautiful story about how he gave up his future world for some stew. That was a pretty cool story. So there was like that part, and then we had like a tiny leap. I feel like because they were adults and married and doing normal adult stuff, but then we just boosted a little bit to where Isaac was fucking bowed out. So like I feel like that was just like it just told a full story. Or as long as this ending part
Yeah.
is really
It might be. We don't know yet. It might be an entirely fucking huge letdown. It might just be. They might just ignore the rest of that story and forget that there's still a bit of tension.
It is
I don't know yet.
still by far the best, most entertaining part of the Bible. And it's got all the things I like, where it's like the dumb mystical shit that doesn't really get explained or hasn't been referenced up until this point. And then it also has a furry man that's been betrayed by his brother and now he wants to kill him. So, and it doesn't have,
needs a good trail.
yeah, and it's not about a barren woman or something like that. Like,
Wow, there was a barren woman.
the mum is
It's all
yeah,
very quickly.
yeah.
So
and-
I reckon that's a really good spot to just pull it up because we just got an 11 out of 10 endorsement from the Captain Preacher that
Yeah.
we're getting into some really good Bible shit right now. So I reckon we'll wrap it up now. To be continued with our boy fucking Jacob and Esau Kabeva.
Before we go, look, I feel like Esau is kind of how they describe the devil. Red, goat skin.
Oh.
And I was waiting to see if that was foreshadowing if he was a bad man, but I just wanted to mention that's
Okay. So
Yeah.
are you you're putting forward that as maybe there's a little tidbit in your brain of maybe there's a bit of a future thing about Esau.
It is a weird thing to throw
I
out.
don't think there's a hell thing till
Yeah.
maybe even in the Bible at all. I don't know.
All right. Well, we're going to just claim that.
But
You failed on your age guess earlier, but you might be bang on
I
about
was
this.
pretty close. 13 years off. You said 40.
That's a fucking long time. What are you talking about?
Not
Pretty
in God
close.
time.
All right.
Luke was 20 years.
Yeah, you
didn't
did
make the
beat
claim.
me. Your guess and maths were better than mine, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, flock of the Brothers Grail. I don't know what to call our listeners. We'll just run with
We'll
that.
think of a better word.
Lambs.
What for now?
Our lambs.
Our meat sacrifice.
Our brethren.
They're our meat sacrifice.
Meat sacrifice.
All right.
God loves nothing more than a good meat sacrifice.
Does the Brothers Grail love a meat sacrifice?
I'd go for a tray of meat.
All right, there it is. Thank you to our collective meat sacrifice out there. You've been listening to the Quinn God, the captain. Thank you. You can talk and say bye, motherfucker.
Yeah. See you, mate.
And Kevin, thanks, brother.
Peace out.
Brothers Grail. Da 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 dum. Boy.